going to show you how you can make some kinky curly hair out of your old hair and some aluminum foil. I'm doing this on a wig that I made about a year ago. I made this wig out of some old hair that I had back in 2012 and 2013. This is the Brazilian deep curly. I got this hair back in 2012. This is the Peruvian natural wave. I wore this hair in 2013. After wearing the hair for about a year, I decided to merge both wigs onto one wig. They were both separate and I made it into one. I don't know how I did it, but I just did it. Anyways, these are pictures of it straight, wavy, and curled. I merged this wig back in 2014 and I've been wearing it ever since, off and on. So now that the history lesson is over, it's time to get down to business. What I'm doing here is just going through the wig and seeing if there are any loose tracks that I need to sew up. I'm doing it and I'm just going to go through and sew them up pretty tight so that my wig isn't falling apart. This wig was made about a year ago, and like I said, I have been wearing this wig pretty often. It's been off and on, like not consecutive months. But when I do wear it, I do wear it for at least a month or sometimes maybe 2. But out of all my wigs, I do wear this one the most. So it is definitely time for a change. Not to mention the fact that I had the hair on this wig for even longer than that. So yeah, I'm in dire need for a change. So I'm just going to continue to tighten up the tracks, and the next clip you'll see is me actually making my rollers. I'm doing this with some aluminum foil, and I'm just putting my foil into like little squares or like rectangles, I guess. I'm splitting them up into 3, and then I'm splitting them up again into 3, and then I just form like these little rectangles. And then I scrunch up the aluminum foil and roll it up. Make sure it's pretty tight. And then I just move on to the next roller. And I just keep doing that. I had to make a bunch of these, like almost 200 of these. Just doing a few more for you so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. It's pretty easy and it's kind of fun, I guess, if you like doing tedious things. So right now I'm going to just show you how I actually rolled the hair up. I just took a small section of hair and I actually twisted it so it can be in like a little twist form, I guess. And then I just rolled the end up and I just kept rolling it, kept spiraling it until I got all the way up. I made sure I didn't overlap hair and I just kept going up the roller. Once the hair was rolled all the way up, I just bend each side into each other so that the roller can stay in, and I moved on to the next one. You kind of do that like how you do a flexi rod when you're finished using it. So I hope that helps. When you're doing this, all of the hair at the end is not going to roll around the roller. So you're just going to tuck that in and just keep rolling over top of it. once it comes out, it'll look fine. It won't look crazy, but that's just what I did because I didn't know what else to do with that little bit of hair at the end. So I'm just going to show you a few more times, and then you'll see me boiling the hair in the next clip. Well, actually not boiling the hair, boiling the water that the hair is going to go in, but whatever, same difference. So I'm putting some Suave conditioner in my boiled water and also a little bit of Clorox bleach, just like a capful. And then I'm just going to turn the flame off and dip my hair in. I decided to make my rollers out of aluminum foil because I know that aluminum foil is an excellent thermal conductor. It helps my curls process a little bit faster, and I didn't have to put the wig in a boiling water for that long. I left it in for about 10 minutes. You can leave it in for longer if you like, but it's really not necessary. Now we're going to move on to phase 2 of processing. Here you just see me setting up my hooded dryer attachment. This is a golden hot hood, and it's used for deep conditioning and also for drying hair. So I'm just going to let this sit for about 2 to 3 hours, and then I'm going to let my actual wig air dry for an entire day so that I can make sure that these curls are dry. So you really want to make sure that the hair is completely dry before you begin to pick your curls out. You want to gently pull them apart because you don't want it to get too frizzy. And then you want to just start to shape your curly fro the way you want it to. Now, to be totally honest, when I did this on the first day, I didn't really like the way it came out. But after playing with it, I started to like it. Like how this came out, you can definitely use this method to transform some of your old hair into kinky curly hair. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This video is sponsored by Utopian Virgin Hair.